I'm telling you, it's about to get real bad out there. You guys said you wanted more. Well, I've got more. I did a video yesterday, went over all the kind of crazy stuff that's gonna happen that comes with November 1st. A lot of us are wondering, what did Walmart really say? Are they really shutting their doors on November 1st? Well, I got more for you on that. Even more videos coming out on how people are getting absolutely frantic. Did you know that there's 42 million people that utilize SNAP benefits? Even if you don't use SNAP benefits, government assistance, you guys do know how this is gonna impact you when they can't get what they need. I don't think you're gonna wanna be going to the stores. You guys gotta see some of the videos I dug up since yesterday.
So just because I don't wanna work 20 hours a week, which is crazy. Can you imagine having to work 20 hours a week? So I don't wanna work. You take all of my benefits away. The benefits that you have allowed me to use for 13 years with no warning at all. The government has enabled this behavior for 13 years to where I have not had to work a day in my life. 13 years of almost $10,000 a month in government aid. And now, because you signed some stupid bill that says I have to work if I want to get food stamps, and because I don't want to, you take it all away, no warning. How am I supposed to feed my 6 kids? How am I supposed to support my 6 kids? How am I supposed to pay rent? How am I supposed to get my nails done? How am I supposed to go drive down to the corner store when I have no money for gas? And you want me to go get a job, but you don't want to give me gas money? This is how the real world works? At 35 years old, now you decide you want to take it away?
Do you guys realize that I thought that was a joke at first? I seriously thought that was a joke. Crazy. We seriously got people getting around 10 grand a month just sitting on their duff for 13 years. So here's what a lot of you guys are asking. Is Walmart really gonna shut their doors on November 1st when they stop the SNAP benefits and people aren't getting their card and their assistance loaded? I got some clarification for you on that. And I've had you guys send me a bunch of other stuff like this. Like, was welfare really made for white folks?
So I posted about white folks on food stamps, and one thing I kept seeing was that welfare was created for white people.
I'll get you a little bit of information like that, but we're seeing a lot of stuff like this.
Somebody to fucking tell me they're lying. I need somebody to fucking tell me they're lying. I need somebody to fucking tell me they're lying right fucking now, because what the fuck do you mean that I'm not gonna get my fucking SNAP benefits? What the fuck do you mean?
Even got a good clip that old Glenn Beck found where I'm going the angle with, like, it doesn't matter if you guys are on government assistance or not. You might not want to go to the stores after November 1st because it's gonna be crazy, meaning you need to prep up now.
I will be at Walmart with my steel toes on and my helmet, and I dare try to stop me from walking out the with my grocery.
People are threatening that they will go knuckled up, walk out with their food whether they're gonna pay for it or not, and you better not stand in their way. This is why it affects more people than just on SNAP benefits, food stamps, and government assistance, because people that aren't on that, like me, may not want to visit a store because it could be chaos. Lots of warnings of looting, lots of warnings of possible riots. You guys telling me that just in the last few days, they have seen armed guards starting to show up at their local Walmarts. New articles coming out with the largest corporate layoffs of 2025. All of a sudden, amid all of this craziness. So I got clarification, I got answers. We're gonna dive a little bit deeper into this. Went through a lot of your guys' comments and gonna get you the information that you need so that you guys are more prepared coming right up. All right, guys, if you guys are brand new here, welcome to Riverside Homestead. Started this channel teaching you guys how to do emergency preparedness, emergency heat, how-to videos, canning, freeze drying. I've got a heck of a playlist if you guys are learning how to do stuff. And now I know it's important for a lot of us to stay informed so we know what's going on, so we have more of a mindset of preparedness. You guys said that you wanted more on this topic. I've got a lot more, and I've got some answers. A lot of you are like, what's the deal with Walmart? I'm gonna tell you. Layoffs, store closures, some crazy videos that I've got to show you. Some even better than the ones yesterday. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button because I come out with a lot of stuff that affects you every single week. week. And another thing that I've recently brought up that's gonna affect you is this crazy insurance scandal and the changes that are coming with it in November. I'm serious. Some people may wake up and get their premiums jacked up. There's a lot of bad insurance companies out there that can protect you from stuff like this. So just real quick before we dive into this, if you're on health insurance, family members, your parents on health insurance, I don't want to see you guys experience getting charged double or being dropped.
The reason that we are trying to take action now on healthcare is because people's premiums are going up this coming week by letter. He got a letter, 40% increase for his father's premiums. This is not a talking point. This is not an allegation. This is literally what's happening. And 40%, you should be lucky if it's a 40% increase. The average increase is going to be 114%. And so the time to solve this problem is now. Open enrollment is now. Letters are going out now. Now, some insurance companies are sending out letters saying, your rates are increasing, but we're not sure by how much. And some insurance companies are being jawboned into not even sending letters at all. Now, there is only one thing worse than your rates going up on January 1. It is not being told until December that your rates are going up on January 1. People are going to lose their health care.
So in another video, I warned you about this. And that's why I'm telling people to call Chapter. It's unbiased health insurance help and 100% free. It's worth your guys' phone call. Call them. They'll look at what you got. They can comb through all of the insurance packages out there and find out what will save you money. They save people an average of around $1,200. And if you already got a good one, they're gonna let you know. Free phone call. Give them a call before it's too late. Now, this November 1st shutdown of SNAP benefits, government assistance, because of the government shutdown, has videos like this where people are telling you that they're gonna go to the store no matter what, loot if they need to, fill up their carts, leave, prepared to throw down. This is a video that Glenn Beck found. There's a lot of bleeps. We're gonna try to make them so that they're not annoying, but you guys need to know what they're saying.
Donald Orange Man J. Trump, I'm gonna tell you just like this. What you mean? Who ain't getting that food stamps in November? Cause I'm getting my. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm getting my. Cause I'm gonna tell you just like this on Jesus Lamar. I will be at Walmart with my steel toes on and my helmet, and I dare try to stop me from walking out that store with my groceries. Baby, I'm 250 pounds solid. Baby, you wanna see a human bulldozer, baby? Cause that's what the I'm gonna turn into. If you think you gonna stop me from leaving out that store with my monthly.
And these videos are all pointed towards Walmart. Like, Walmart's an innocent bystander on this. Well, I wouldn't say innocent completely, but this is what's being said, is they're gonna go in there, they're gonna steal it if they need to, and they're gonna throw down if they need to. This is why it doesn't affect just the people that receive assistance. It affects somebody like me if I've gotta go there and get something. Now, in regards to Walmart, is it gonna shut down? My answer is possibly. I did further digging, and I'll tell you, Walmart has not made an official statement yet. There is leakage of different people within Walmart that have said things. I can tell you that I've read numerous comments in the last video I did that say that people and their local Walmarts, they've seen armed guards added in just the last couple days. And another piece of the puzzle when it comes to fake news that's been cleared up. Some say that Walmart is saying for people to be stocked up, don't worry about it, don't stress, it's all hype. But again, can't find an official statement from Walmart, so that's all hearsay. What I also did find is that there is a possibility that some Walmarts in certain locations may turn to online ordering only and roadside pickup only, just certain locations. But again, I can't find an official statement from Walmart. I'm assuming if this gets really bad and continues to elevate, that certain locations will do that. So if I were you, I'd be prepared for that. If you watch this channel and you have to go to Walmart for anything, I would highly recommend you go now, get your stuff, and be prepared for a good solid week so you can actually sit at home and watch what's going down. The last thing I would plan is a trip to Walmart in the first week of November, because there are people getting frantic. I showed a bunch of videos on my last video. If you didn't see that video, watch it after this. I'll put it at the end. I'll also pin it in the top of the comments and in the description. But people are gonna lose their minds if they do not get paid on November 1st, much like this gal. Again, apologize for all of the bad language.
Somebody to fucking tell me they're lying. I need somebody to fucking tell me they're lying. I need somebody to fucking tell me they're lying right fucking now, because what the fuck do you mean that I'm not gonna get my fucking SNAP benefits? What the fuck do you mean? Because what the fuck is happening? Do you understand that there are people like me who cannot work? Do you understand there are people like me who have kids who cannot eat? Do you understand there are people like me who go hungry the last week of the month just so my kids can't eat? Because SNAP benefits is...
Hey, Shame. So look, I just seen that video with the white woman going crazy about her getting her SNAP benefits cut off. Ma'am, now mind you, I like everybody, but she just happened to be white. Ma'am, you are going off for about over at least $1,000 worth of food stamps, Miss Thing. Girl, what the problem is while you freaking out is you used to getting your kids all that name brand food with them damn food stamps, and you probably got your old man in there eating filet mignon when he gonna have to start eating them thin steaks and them steakums. That's what the problem is. You better take your down to the Piggly Wiggly, get you the 5 for 20. I don't know what the Winn-Dixie got going on, but that's just what you're going to have to do. You can always make your way to Safeway. They got some good deals for 4 to 5 for 20, and that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to spend wisely. The girls is going through it, and I used to love my stamps, but the girls are going through it because they can't just be throwing crab legs and filet mignon in that basket no more. Time to eat cheap.
I'm not gonna lie. I've seen things from all over the board. I know people that get $25 a month. I know people that get thousands of dollars a month. And I know those people that are buying the crab legs, that are buying ton of unhealthy stuff. Tell me if you agree down in the comments. In a lot of cases, they eat better than we do. This right here is a video showing someone loading up 3 carts. 3 carts. Because you know what people do is they stack this money on their EBT card or SNAP benefits. They'll have like $1,500 just chilling on their card. Well, in the other video that I showed you guys just the other day, I told you that there is a gray area that money that's just chilling on your card will still be there after November 1st. So they're saying you might want to go spend your balance.
This, y'all, this is why. This is why. This is why. Cause what? 3 carts full, y'all. Let me pass her a receipt. This guy said, y'all, they didn't even buy it, and that's what making me even more mad. And everything won't even rung up yet, y'all. $1,013. This is why. This is why I be mad at work. This is why I don't want to work on the 1st, or the 2nd, or the 3rd, or the 4th.
$1,013, and the guy wasn't even done ringing stuff up. All on benefits. Let me know down in the comments how that makes you feel. And I also showed some clips the other day of this is gonna have a chain reaction. If doors do close, it's gonna affect people's jobs. They're not gonna sell as much stuff, so then stuff isn't gonna get delivered. It's gonna affect trucking. It's gonna affect a lot of perishable items. And then ironically, we see articles like this. Largest corporate layoffs of 2025, and this came out October 27th. It says companies are downsizing as the future looks bleak. Third nation outsourcing is prevalent and the domestic workforce is tightening. Several corporations shrank their workforce significantly this year in a trend that will continue as the economy turns down. And that article goes into a lot of the details on how things are gonna get worse, and you should expect it. Now, I've told you, you got digital ID coming down the pipe. You've got AI and mechanics taking over a lot of people's jobs. I've got people writing in saying, I'm thinking if a lot of stores close their doors and only open to curbside service, many cashiers may lose their jobs and be laid off. Now, the video I showed the other day showed a lot of African Americans complaining, and a lot of these people were downtown Chicago. And so today I found a lot of white folks doing the same thing, and I played that. Then I also found reels with this gal saying that assistance was made for the white folk. Thought this was interesting enough to play.
I posted about white folks on food stamps, and one thing I kept seeing was that welfare was created for white people. I knew that it was created during the New Deal, so I did some more research because I didn't really know the whole story, and I thank you guys for responding. and helping me learn stuff.
Now this is interesting. I'm gonna play the rest of this, but do you guys realize that there's 42 million people on that utilize SNAP benefits? And in this recent new deal, it's gonna be reduced by at least, regarding what happens November 1st, it's gonna be reduced 20%. That is nearly 9 million people that will no longer get $1,000 a month or even more. That one gal that we watched earlier said she was getting 10 grand a month with all of her assistants. They're saying 20% of you need to go out and get a job. Nearly 10 million people that are going to be out there possibly suffering, maybe not wanting to work. And what kind of madness is that going to bring? Just food for thought.
So during the Great Depression is when we saw the beginning of things like Social Security, unemployment insurance. But here's the kicker. When Franklin Roosevelt built those programs, he had to make deals with Southern Democrats in Congress, the same folks who were big fans of Jim Crow, to get the support of these racist white Southern politicians. The programs were designed to exclude farm workers, domestic workers, jobs held overwhelmingly by Black, Latino, and Indigenous people. So right from the start, Black and brown families were pushed out of benefits so that white people could get them. Then we move forward to the 1960s, and there's this war on poverty. It finally opened up welfare programs more broadly, and that's when food stamps became permanent. Well, permanent, we don't know what Trump's going to do to them, but they lasted a long time. And guess what? The minute more Black and brown families started accessing this help, the politics shifted. Welfare got a new image and a new target. By the 1980s and 90s, with Ronald Reagan and his gang, they pushed the welfare queen myth. That's a racist dog whistle meant to turn public opinion against safety nets by blaming Black women for poverty that white policies created. That's the truth, you guys. So yes, welfare was built for white people, and when others finally got in the door, they tried to burn the house down. If you want to blame the right people, you got to get curious.
And I'm telling you, this is starting to get like racial. It's starting to get political. It's getting a little bit nasty. And by the way, this is her laughing at the end. I was like, looks like she's crying, but no, she's laughing, and she says that she's laughing. So
am I a bad person because I got a little smile on my face when I found out that 42% of the people that receive SNAP benefits are white people in red states?
That was her evil smile at the end, by the way. Things are getting dirty, and a lot of reels are getting made right now. And I played the worst ones the other day, so watch that video after this one if you missed it. Think that anybody that is not on assistance is a lot of videos out there with people making remarks saying that the people that are not on SNAP benefits, not on assistance, are privileged. That's why they're not on them. Not because they actually can hold a job and work, it's because they're privileged. Check this out.
Nope, nobody gives a shit. You want to know why? Because you are speaking from a place of privilege, and if you don't think so, the words in which you use and how you're saying them, it's definitely from a place of privilege, because the amount of people that use food stamps don't buy junk food. And the reason I know this is because I work in a grocery store. I work there 40 hours a week, and guess what? I also use food stamps because I don't make enough money here in California to live. Weird, huh? Yeah, but also the idea that you're totally for this, you're also for the destruction of the economy. And the reason that I say that is, if you do not have people coming in and using said food stamps in the grocery stores and things like that, you want to know what they do? They cut our hours. Because if there is not enough profit happening in the store, they are going to cut the hours of the workers that are there, because it is not profitable for that employee to be there during the time that they are seeing low profits. So it not only hits me once, it hits me twice. But you're okay with that, because God forbid I work 40 hours to provide for my family. You know? Yeah, it's a weird take. Your comment section is not what you thought it was gonna be, was it? Yeah, a little weird. And the whole idea that your tax dollars, maybe look at your income, your specific income, and see where you land on the top income earners. You will find you're in the bottom rung. Okay? And when you're in the bottom rung, that means that you provide pennies to the food stamps program. If you do your research, you would know that. And if you knew how the economy worked, you would also know that your little pittance of pennies to the food stamp program is not as much as you think it is. So at the end of the day, I don't care that you aren't bothered by it. I care at the fact that there is going to be so many people stressed out, worried, and frightened because they can't feed their families, their grandparents, their mothers, their fathers, the workers. There's a lot of people that use food stamps. But because you think that they all buy junk food, fuck them, right? Have the day you deserve.
Okay, I want you guys to give me your honest opinion in the comments on what you have to say about that. For one, you should get the heck out of California. That's the problem number one. I could not even afford to live in California. The other part of that is everyone that I know that are on food assistance, if they're working, they're getting very small amounts of assistance every single month. It's the people that aren't working, and that's the most of them. I see them. When I see them at the grocery stores, they're buying all of the junk food. They're buying crab legs and steak, lots of candy, lots of garbage cereal, lots of chips, soda pop up the yin yang. They can fill their carts a lot bigger than I can. And I'm telling you, I know quite a few people. Those people aren't working. I don't know for a fact, but I think that the majority of the people are not working. But like I said, also, if you live in California and work at a grocery store, can you afford to live in California? Probably not. I also found this right here, food stamps by ethnicity. And you can see right here at the top, now I don't know what the date is, 2025. All right, we're on par. Afghan, 45%. Somali is the number 2. Iraq is the number 3. Dominican's the number 4. Caribbean, and then Native Americans, I'm guessing that means Caucasian or whatever. Puerto Rican, Cuban, Black, Arab, Cambodian, and so forth. Now, some people are saying that's if you consider Arabs white. Moral of the story, November 1st, SNAP benefits, government assistance, government shutdown, stores may or may not shut their doors. The promotion of online ordering and curbside pickup is being highly motivated. You got a lot of people saying if they don't have their money, there's gonna be chaos at the stores. You might not wanna be around that. So just be prepared. Do what you guys need to do to be safe, to be ahead of the storm. And as I hear more, I will keep you guys informed. I got a lot more coming down the pipe, so make sure your notification bell's on. Don't forget to call Chapter. Make sure that your guys' health insurance is on par before it changes. And keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing. We'll see you on the next one.